Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
It comes as little surprise, Peter, that we find the name of Park Ji-sung in this team sheet.
Goes for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide, looking to play him in. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. He's had a shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Saliba cuts it out. Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And that pass just didn't quite work. Rice. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Joe Linton. Cross. There's the header! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Look, if you want to... And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Aldero gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, he has great reactions, obviously, but I think it's his reading of the game that really gives him an edge. He may be the last line of defence, but the way he communicates and organises the players in front of him means that opposition attacks often break down before he even has to make a save.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Chance here to counter. Tries to play it through, and it's been played through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, they've got it again. It's a pretty loose pass. Saliba, nice-looking ball. That is ended up in no man's land.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Chouameni aimed beyond the defence. And he's picked it up out wide. Now the and the shot! In once more. He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Doué will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tunisia still without a single shot on target. He is through here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, perfectly measured that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely worked. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Indonesia could not have chosen a worse moment. So the most significant moment of the game. Never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now it's Dembele. And he's on his way! Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Dembele. And he was quick to react. And that's another good win of the ball. It's a really well-measured ball. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. Arhan. And the through ball. And he welcomes it in. He slings it in. Mignon claims it. Safe hands. Conte.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to...
Oh, what a climb! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Arhan. Now he's got space here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Arhan.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Do it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He won't be happy with that one. Can he get on the end of this? And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Fofana does well to get it back. Do it. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Strong running down that left flank. Gets into some space. Looking to go deep. Chouameni, and the pass is intercepted. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's an imaginative pass. That has not gone well. He's a sharp little ball here. Great vision. Oh, that's clever. Terrific header. And he has kept it out somehow.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Arhan. Doué. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Chips it through. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Not the most accurate pass. And that has left him in a heap.
Substitution in progress.
Chouameni and Upamecano. Olise. Lobbed in behind. And it's Chouameni. Into the channel.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Punched away. And he's Colomboani! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Great defending, strong and determined. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's on it, can he get away? Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Threads one in. A hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Indonesia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Number 19, coming on the field, number 25, number 18.
He's had it taken off him. Out to the right. Olise. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Knocks it into space. Face to face with the keeper. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's beautifully weighted. Oh, important interception. The final 5 minutes. Looking for a runner.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's had it nicked away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Now then, the ball's come loose. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 11. Coming on
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Rafael Varane is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Upamecano.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shifted upfield. Now he's off and running. And here's Rabiot. No, that's been intercepted. Kante gets a foot in here. That's a good run down the left. Mbappe! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 7.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Conte, and he whips it across. Arhan. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 12. And coming on to replace him is number 24.
Just eases him off the ball. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Good ball, good take. Now it's Kolomwani. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Rabiot. Pass somewhat off target. Now this could be a chance. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, no question, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Number 13. Coming on the field is number 9.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Olise tries to pass it through, and he's worked it through. Now it's Rabiot. Rabiot with the delivery.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely shaped ball. Foot in. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still inseparable. We have penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
Please refrain from parking outside.
Okay, get set. We have penalties. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. Denied!
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, in trying to get clever, that ended up being too comfortable for the keeper.
And so the captain steps up. Oh, it's a really good save.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
So, the second man in line. Boom, low, telling.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Kolomwani is second man up. Terrific penalty, unsavable.
He just did what he was asked.
The third man in the queue.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. Oh, it's off the bar!
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target.
Indonesia with this chance to pull two clear. Big character, big moment, big save. Rabiot is fourth up. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Fingernails disappearing fast all around us. It is down to him now. And he delivers. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Arsenal against Indonesia.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he, and uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to him.
Yeah, and his reading of the game means he was always a step ahead of the opposition. He's surprisingly quick too, you know. It will be a massive challenge to get the better of him.
And here's Van Basten, and he's managed to get free. And the cross comes in, cleared without hesitation. Arsenal with the corner, there first. And he's there to clear it. And he's heaved it away. And here's Van Basten. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Neymar. Flashes it. Oh, smashing header. Oh, crossbar. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
Knocks it into space. David Villa is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Bellingham gets a foot in here. Forlan. Now it's Van Basten. So it is still 0-0. David Villa. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And it's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Villa. Bellingham. Pass is just off target. Now what about this cross? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's looking wide. Yamal. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Villa. Great ball, and he's in here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And here's Drogba. Well, that pass isn't the best. Out to the right. Back into the middle. Araujo deals with that comfortably. Van Basten. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's on it. Can he get away? And he's had it nicked away. Threads one in. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Zanetti wins the duel this time. Half an hour played now. Great vision. And he plays one through. Oh, can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Ruben Neves has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Donadoni. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten is on his own.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Araujo. It's Bellingham. Gets a good foot in there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham is always looking to break lines. Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard tries to pass it through. Donadoni. Cross to the back post. Grealish. Bellingham. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
2 added minutes has been
It's
indicated.
clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he cuts out the supply. And he's intervened well there. Well, there's the clearance. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Please be
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Well, here he is, Martin Caceres, an uncompromising, unreal. Can he finish? Oh, he's been caught now. Shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a little off target. Neymar. He's had a shot! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Indonesia with the corner, there first.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Could be danger here. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, takes a shot! Sensational from David Villa! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest.
It's Neymar! Donadoni! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football.
He's got tall. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Donadoni. It's a pretty loose pass. Indonesia have hit a quick-fire double here. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Rijkaard. He's in a great position here. Yamal.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Neymar. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Donadoni looking to add to his goal. Drogba. Schneider. Not the most accurate pass. Chiellini. Indonesia finding their passes. And Jamal. Rijkaard. Schneider. Can he get on the end of this? It's played through for him. Van Dijk cuts it out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Oh, he's taken it, and he's in on goal. And this is Messi. Neymar. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking to play him in. Indonesia looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Drogba. Can he get it through? Big chance! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reason...
He's got full! Now it's Bernardo Silva. That ball looks a good one. He's having a go! And the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Zanetti. And it's made its way to him. Lovely feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great position.
It's Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Eric Garcia makes the interception. And it's Bernardo Silva. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Nicely weighted ball. Now there's a fine ball. Zanetti. Beckham. Out towards the flank. Well timed, excellent interception. Great vision. And this is Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar! Oh, it's come off the upright. Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
He's on it. Can he get away? So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Beckham. Now it's Villa. Rijkaard. And it's Neymar.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit.
And the shot! Zanetti. Bernardo Silva is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's tried one! That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Paris Saint-Germain have a free kick. Neymar!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Drogba. Spread out to the left.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He is through here. No way he was going to be out-muscled. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's this time, surely! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Indonesia with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Donatoni. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Donatoni. Donatoni providing an outlet on that flank. Tries to get it clear. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Looking for the run. David Villa. Bernardo Silva. Neymar. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. Neymar. It's Neymar! Crossbar comes to the rescue. I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
A probing pass. He has a look up. Shot, surely! What a wonderful goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top draw.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Indonesia are in front now. The game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
There will be
Can he get it through? And this is Drogba.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
This possibly the last play of the half. Up he goes! And the first half is done. The team's still separated by one goal, but it should be very different.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Indonesia happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Indonesia carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, well played, well played. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Yamal's cross, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Zanetti. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Yamal. And he lines up a cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's found support out wide. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. He's cut it out. Indonesia are still that goal to the good. And it's Bernardo Silva. Neymar! And that has skimmed the post.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Beckham does well to get it back. And here's Bernardo Silva.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, what has happened here? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's quick to get it clear again. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Yamal. Now, can they get him away? Picks out, tries a shot! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Indonesia are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Nicely spread. Played back in. And this is Batistuta. Now can he find a finish? Donatoni. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Driving forward, knocks it into space. Adams. Half an hour gone in the second half. And he's managed to get free. Nakata. And the finish! Oh, taken with style. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 10, Didier Drogba. Coming on to replace him is number 99.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Aubameyang to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
We have got ourselves a great chance! Over to the left.
Indonesia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Big chance! He scores! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Number 9.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We have ourselves a real game here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening.
It's Neymar! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Nakata, he shoots! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 20,
Indonesia making another change here.
18,
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Oh, no joy this time.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be 5 minutes.
Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's forced to go back. Eric Garcia getting this one clear. Zanetti. And it's been played through. Beckham cuts it out. Chiellini. Azar. And Neymar. Now it's Bojan. Now it's Grealish. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got...
And the finish! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Raul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Al Nassr with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Engages and forces him off the ball. Corner number 2 then. Indonesia have the chance to go. Tries from distance. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Chance for a shot! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment. He gets big! Oh, it's come off the upright. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And this, an opportunity to pull level. Kochu! Kochu! That is sensational! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
He's gone for goal! No, not quite.
Indonesia really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
First quarter of an hour gone. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Kaka. Tries to pass it through, and it goes for the header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Raul actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good strength. He's picked his way through. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Yamal's cross. Kaka can so cleverly bypass the press.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press.
And the shot! And that is quite wonderful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That big chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Olise. 15 minutes till half-time. To Ruben Neves. Searching pass he's played there. Rijkaard. That has been cut short. Olise. It's a threatening ball. He's having a shot! Baresi. Yamal. Yamal. David Villa. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot a goal! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your...
Header! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Camavinga has been given a red card for the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk. I think he knew immediately that he got that one wrong. The wall did its job.
Raul was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he will goes for a shot! Goal!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
There will be 3 minutes added
Al
time.
Nassr take the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Tries to get it clear. Look at the space here. Showing good feet.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And we've reached half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. With the father of a boy in the green backpack, kindly contact a nearby member of staff. Substitution on the field. Number 9, Olise.
Here we go again.
Coming on to replace him.
Indonesia can really
number
do with some
17,
bigger names standing
Debbie.
up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And the shot! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So now we're going to get those
Ruben
changes we
Neves.
have been expecting.
Coming on the field.
Al Nassr go 2 up
number
and into a
11,
position of real
Alexander
strength.
Arnold.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Raul goes steaming forward. Kaká, shot could be on. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The chance to pull further clear. He can't put it away.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Kaká. Goes for goal! Smashing save, really good save that.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
That's a little off target. Looking to play him in, and this is Raul. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. That comes as a mighty relief.
The attendance for this
Almost
match
an hour
was
gone.
51,832.
Now it's Drogba. Can he get it through? Donatoni. That'll be a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he can certainly make...
Beckham!
Number 10, Hazard.
Oh, split-second reaction.
Beckham is offering a wry smile there.
Pass somewhat off target. Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Oh, well played. Donatoni. And it's Neymar. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Villa. Looking for the run. No, he's just misjudged that one. Vardiol. Hakimi. Kukçu. He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. That's tidy. Rijkaard. Spread out to the left. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now that looks a decent ball. Azar. Vardiol. Baresi cuts it out. Now it's Beckham. Gavi. And it's Kukçu. That ball looks a good one. And he's managed to get free. Hakimi cuts out the pass. Threads one in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Picked out, brilliant chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here.
After 81 minutes.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double, finishing it.
Kukçu!
Substitutions taking place.
Azar. Ball played for Kukçu. Now he's got space here. Well read, nice interception. Rijkaard. Just 5 minutes left. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Bojan. And the pass is intercepted. Azar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That has not gone well. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
After 90 minutes is number 10.
Tunisia give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout.
On the field.
Drogba!
Number 15.
Drogba! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of
Number
movement.
13, Mbappe. Number 20, Alvarez. Substitution. There will be 5 minutes added time.
Chiellini. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Azar. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Kukçu. Now it's Azar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. They want to be quick to recover this. deftly away. And that is that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately
And we'd
they
like
lost
to
the
inform
game.
you now that the latest travel information
Would you
is
summarise
currently
what
being-
we've...